What's going on, everybody? I can cut these hazards off. But today is a good day. I'm back in the truck, as you can see, so that's good. I called this morning Rush Truck Service Peterbilt located in East Jacksonville, Florida. Did a real good job. The truck is running great. Knock on wood. I don't have any wood in here to knock on. They told me it was ready. They just said they had to invoice my company, Wylie, and then they said it'd be ready to pick up. So I called Wylie, and basically they said, yeah, once they send it over, we'll get you over there to get your truck. Then we'll let operations know, or you can let them know when you're over there, and they should get you something out of Florida, which they did. It went smooth. So the Uber came quick because my hotel suite was right next to the Jacksonville International Airport. So, it's always a ton of Ubers standing by at the airport. So came like 3 minutes, picked me up, got me over there. I didn't have to sign anything because it's already an account. So they gave me the keys, got in the truck, sat there for maybe 30 minutes, waited for operations to get the all clear and everything. And they sent me here to this lumber location. And I passed by this place like 3 times because it doesn't have the name of, from what I have, and I may not be, I know I'm not gonna pronounce it correctly. So I'm gonna put it on here and I'm gonna spell it Aripeka. I call it Arepa, but they called it Aripeka, and it's wood. But that's not what it says up there. It says something totally different. So maybe they changed their name. I have no idea. So it's only 820 miles coming out of from here, Jacksonville, Florida, going up to, let's see, the place is called Miller Lumber. It's due Monday. Today is Friday. It's going to Augusta, Kentucky. It's due Monday at 8 a.m. So your boy gonna do 2 resets. The first reset, now y'all probably thinking, well, that's why you left Milton. That was happening not by my choice, but by force. I would do multiple resets in a week. This is because the truck needed service. That's the difference. Me sitting and waiting for a load and someone telling me to be patient and feeding me fairy tales. That's why I wound up leaving Milton. I shouldn't be doing multiple resets in a week and telling me to be patient when Mr. Mortgage is not patient, Mr. Light Bill, Mr. Water Bill, Mr. AT&T cell phone, and, Netflix and all the other stuff. They not patient. They want their money. So that's why I left them. But, that was on another clip. But so I reset because I dropped this truck off, as y'all saw, on a Wednesday. Thursday was still being serviced, and then I just got over there Friday. That was 34-hour reset. So with this, me picking it up today, and it's not due till Monday morning, and it's only like 7 hours away, which is going to increase because I have to go through Atlanta. I got to go through Atlanta. Only reason I have to go through Atlanta is because of where Wylie wants me to get fuel. So I'm like, man, because if I could bypass Atlanta, I could just be, well, either way I got to reset. But if I could bypass Atlanta, I'll get there in maybe 6 hours. But remember, the truck only does 65. So yeah, about 6 hours. And that's, based on weather and road conditions, all that good stuff. But yeah. So this is lumber, nothing crazy. I have to tarp it. Now this is gonna be interesting. I have a step deck. So even they said, they was like, you got a step deck? I was like, yes, sir. Before my truck broke down, I was supposed to get some work equipment, but my truck broke down. So, they still have to get that freight out. So they gave it to somebody else. So I'm assuming that person they gave it to was supposed to get this. Maybe they had a flatbed, because TMC and Western Express were both here in front of me, and they both had, your typical flatbed. I have a step deck, so I don't know how this is gonna work. And this one, I've had step decks with Wylie a few times and they never have the risers. This one got the risers, so I can move them out of the way, but I just don't know. We're gonna see. These guys are on break right now, so we're gonna see what they come up with. I have seen lumber on a step deck before. I know they just don't prefer to do it that way. And man, it is, let me cut it back on. I want to say it says 70. So I am in Jacksonville, Florida. It's in the 70s. I do have to tarp this load. So I'm not looking forward to that, but I do have to tarp it. I have to back up into this building, which is not a problem. I watched TMC and Western Express do it. They swung, and I'm gonna show you. They made a hard left turn and just did a straight back. But they didn't have all these trucks. Now there's trucks in the way. So those two guys didn't have that. But that's where I have to go in. He's on break. He's one of the loaders. So make a hard left, straighten out the trailer, straighten out the truck, and then just straight back it in there. Shouldn't be too hard, but I got to see what these trucks are doing. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. I got to see what they're doing. I noticed with the other two trucks with TMC and Western Express, they of course load it inside of there. You have to strap it inside of there or do minimum strapping just to pull it out so stuff won't fall over. And then they had to do their tarp out here. So let me check and see if I'm in this guy's way, and then I'll get back to y'all. I think he's gonna load me up here, guys. So I'm gonna figure out what's going on, and then we'll get right back to this. Ooh, as you can see, I'm dirty, everybody, and I am honestly out of tarp shape. When I was with Milton, I tarped everything, and it helped with speed and repetition. But here, we hardly tarp. This is only my second tarp job, and the first one I did, it was simple. It was just 3 little pieces. I only used one full tarp. I'll let you see. So again, it's not the best tarp job, and this is my first time tarping a step deck, and trying to figure that part out because I still gotta have the product covered, but I gotta show the DOT tape. But yes, this is 3 tarps. I had to use 3. I tried my best to use only 2, but it just wouldn't cover. And then I threw a 2-inch strap across the back. The sun is shining. So it's not the best, but it's gonna get the job done. So again, I'm taking this from Jacksonville, Florida to Augusta, Kentucky. Let's go.